Okay. There we go. Force steel or leap into the river. Oh, I don't like 11. Stand and fight. Ready your weapon. First line of defense against any who would question the Empire. Empires wear armor that reduces damage by 3, rendering light weapons less effective. Oops, wrong button. Still trying to get used to it. Yay! Shield.
Simple defense. You can do better given time.
Appreciate that.
Celebrations in aid of what? You see how quickly the actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
You're in the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich. You find the villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over a prone lizard. Follow the parade and ask the local what is going on. A friendly stable hand explains, in a bygone era our town was beset by half-man, half-lizards. There was no food, no sprite, and very little hope. Salvation came in the form of a nameless warrior who hunted the beast for little more than a handful of coins and a crust of bread. He smiles warmly at the festivities. We honor the warrior like this. The statue is filled with food and gold, and we take turns smashing it to bits with a club. You're welcome to join us, and you may keep whatever falls out. Okay. Let's follow the parade. Parade ends in the town square. You watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with the club and gathering food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if you'd like a turn. Join in.
Now you wager for more than mere success and failure. You choose the very stakes themselves.
Ringing down the club down on the thunderous crack that silences the crowd. As the statue splits open, they erupt into a boisterous roar. Coins and sweets flow freely from the huge cavity you created. You survey the spoils and try to scoop them up before anyone else can. You scramble to gather the bounty you've unleashed, which you like to try to gather more, yes. Yeah, with the 10 gold one. Back, here? Yes. Nope, you leave the town, celebration, what they've gathered.
The roads have become even more deadly since the Empire has come to power, despite their promises of the opposite.
The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. Please help, she cries. I've been robbed and a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? What's going on? Okay, let's assist the deceased woman. I get to reroll a die. Roll. all of them? Oh, come on.
The dice are fair, and thus you have lost this round.
I thank you. If you would be so kind as to give me all your gold, the woman draws a pair of concealed blades from her corset. Come on out, boys. With no time to react as the group of bandits spring from hiding. Soldier's sword. Every hero must have a heroic sword by their side. This, however, is utterly ordinary. Sworn I blocked that one, son. You can do it. You can do it. Finish. Thugs to feed you search their bodies for valuables. A target of 9. Reroll. Yes. Find food among the possessions. Yay, more food. You know, when I need food, I won't be able to find any.
Here we come to the end of the beginning. Running errands for Mavis. This will become a theme, I dare say.
Meet at Marbridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. Selection of cheeses by Market Olive is my good friend the adventure. Did you bring some gold? Viglaress has arranged to meet in the graveyard. Go to the graveyard. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for seclusion or for easy body disposal. Greets Gliss with chagrin. Looks like you turned up after all. The lackey in tow. We had our doubts, you know. Ernest cracks his knuckles and giggles. Well, Knucklips, convince me what stopped me from cutting off your head today. You reveal your gold as Knucklips scrounges his pockets for some too. A heavy satchel of riches lands at Vengara's feet with a thud that echoes through the silence of the cemetery. Our deal is done, Macalypse says, worry obviously in his voice. No need for further troubles. I'm sorry, Mal. Vengara screams. You should have known the guild would never let you pay with cash stolen from our members in the first place. Treacherous and Greeky, a dangerous combination. Arcanists throw flaming bombs that causes fire damage. Your armor is no use here. And Spitfire. Goody. Finish him! Macalypse scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with someone savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters in diplomacy, like maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Come, let us discuss our partnership over an ale or two. And we get the fool.
Well done. You've cleared the first challenge, and now we can move on to the next.
Cardinal Blade, that has... oh, they redid the emblems. Master Purification. And we get Market Thief, Tarts, Pies, and Exotic Lies, Fork in the Road, and Arm Wrestling. For befriending Macalypse, get Macalypse's Problem, and The Trickster. Finding the Force Stroke, we get the Old Maiden.
Welcome to my challenges. Together, we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair in the hope of awakening.
Okay, those are locked. Looks like we have to go with the Magician. Rescue the Empire's missing soldiers from a town plagued with corruption. Growing Scourge. Prepare to fight corrupted. Avoid the Empire. Lose gold for every Empire killed. Ooh. Okay, I've only got one companion. Back. Whoops.
All mages are my children. This one, however, I would rather disown.
This is one of his quests. I can't remember exactly what is in it, so I'll add that in. Market Thief, Token, and Stress Damsel. Leaves Ambush, and Fork in the Road. I'm going to take Fork in the Road, I don't know what it is. Continue. Okay. Bastion. And we can do 3 more. Here we go. Probably want the Warrior Sex then because it's going to get corrupted. Continue. And start.
A casual call to heroism. How many adventures start thus? For 100 years I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated. It is true. I became complacent long before then. I thought I knew everything about the game and what it could be. Now you see before you the extent of my research. I have crafted this game anew.
The conversation with the fur trader is interrupted as Macalypse arrives in a fury. The whispers speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire. The town of Westwind is suffering against the Blight. Find out more against Westwind. Do you want to know? Ask about the Empire protection. A small garrison is meant to protect the town, but apparently they are all dead, missing, or drunk. What makes it so special? I traveled far to escape the opposition of the Empire. Westwind gave me my freedom, and I intend to return the favor. Westwind sits at the outer edge of the Empire, while the Empire focuses on the capital, its nobles and merchants. Those at the fringes are neglected. That's enough for now. Let's head to Westwind. You return from the market and ask if any traders are westward in need of escort. There are 3 options: stonemason, food, or weaponsmith. That will give us food. That might give us gold. Let's go with a weapon. A ranged and uncomfortable ride jammed among the many tools the weaponsmith headed for the west.
Like a compass, it reveals the truth of all directions.
Cordonal Blade. Fires some magic blades in 8 directions when activated. Causes 20 damage or 40 damage to corrupted. Oh yes, I want this one. Bash causes additional damage to armor. That's good. And Repose. It's got a shard. Probably how many times I use it. Usually, yes. You arrive in town of Westwind. To defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can before the Blight invades.
The Empire reaches too far. The North has gone from a loose collection of tribes to something to truly fear.
Find some Imperial soldiers strung up by Northerners. Fight to free them. Ready your weapon.
Let us see if the mage can help you here.
Magician, Jester, and Vagabond. When activated, Macalypse casts a protective spell on you that blocks a single hit. Whoops. Or.
If nothing else, I'll get a song out of this.
Gain 5 max health. 10 gold. Northern's dead, you free the soldiers, gain 2 recruits.
Commerce
General
thrives
store.
in even the most unusual of locations.
I'm going to buy 3 food. Back. Send something. Gold. Do not have enough for that. Leave the rest. Leave.
Your companion has his own story to tell. You must wonder if this is a tale of a hero or a villain.
You arrive at the city markets to meet with Macalypse's associate. You find him sitting on the blanket by the sewer gate. You can't tell whether he's goblin, human, or an animate pile of greasy rags. A few wilted daisies and duckweed tied to the rope are flopped around the ground around him. Macalypse calls to the creature, arms outreached. I have a favor to ask you, my handsome friend. The greasy goblin man raises his hand to stop the bard's pedal. 10 gold first, you know that. Looks at you expectantly. Give the man 10 gold. Macalypse steps forward as Merc counts the coins. Merc orbiting the bard furtively around before quickly wavering the shoulder. I require help removing a certain illness. Considers Macalypse for a while. The kind of information costs more than a few coins. You splutter indigently. I require at least a test of skill from him. He turns and points at you. Pick a flower and eat it. Displays odds as if it was a fair request. Eat the luminous purple flower. It's a crisp, burnt texture. Oh! Okay. Roll. Oh, missed by 1. Continue. You feel intense wave of heat emanate from your stomach to your neck, and you collapse on the floor. You wake, splashing you with water. Mark has left, and you see him attempting to steal a seed bun from the baker's stall. We'll come back later and try again. Okay.
In your life, you will have wandered endless intersections, Yet this one sticks with you. Why? What is it in your memory that catches here?
Nicholas sniffs the air. Magical senses are pulling me towards the north. It smells like someone is baking a cinnamon pie somewhere up ahead. Okay, so that's a reveal.
Here we begin to see one of the small ways I've changed the game. Each challenge differs both in their rules and their objectives. Even those cards which were once the stairs now vary per challenge, as you will see.
The West Wind Tower chimes ferociously. The town crier bellows. There's corruption inside the town. They broke through the sewers into Loose Lane. Our brave soldiers gone just down there, sorted out. West Wind's few remaining soldiers are huddled at the entrance to the Poor's Hair, Louse Lane. We cannot let corruption spread for the good of the town. We must dispose of anyone who's been tainted even a little. Join the soldiers. Here we go again. Once more into the breach. Infected. The first touches of corruption bring forth the darkest elements of their victims. Infected enemies are feeble, causing them to become knocked down when their health bars are low. Use a finisher before they recover. Yeah, if you don't use a finisher on them, they continue to get up.
By sea and sun, fate and fame!
Die. Just completely messed that up. No, that was bad. You have the corrupted threat removed. You ensure that the soldiers survive to aid in the town defense. Gain 3 recruits. Soldiers help you scavenge what you can from the remains of the poor souls taken by the corruption. Do I get any equipment? Ooh!
A shield in more ways than one.
Yes. 3 food. 3 food, yes.
Age turns us all. She has done rather better than I in the time that has passed.
This will sustain you for a few days. Good.
Let us learn what sort you are. Strong, clever, wise. The circumstances under which you come here put the lie to that.
You enter a competition of strength at the fair. Gold prizes available to the winner. The second round of the competition, you sit opposed to an old frame of Huntley Toothless. He boasts about once being the silencer for the Thieves Guild. Okay, good. Crumples in defeat almost instantaneously. You're lucky I'm not 20 or 30 years younger, he says, grumbling. Take your reward and return to the next round.
In my day, thieves kept their distance. None would pickpocket a mage for fear of failure, or worse, success.
Market Bazaar is a high of activities. Traders across the land call out a passerby to sell their wares. As the sun beats down the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from the fountain. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic, trying to quickly discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. Okay, that's not good. Jump to your feet and catch a glimpse of the thief as they wave through the crowd. Okay. I think it's this one? Oh. Alright, keep your darn stuff. The thief mutters to the drop your belongings to the ground. Gather up your thing, the thief runs off back into the crowd. I think I might need a huge success to continue that.
Now your chance presents itself. At last, stand in the defense of the peasantry. What noble traits you display already.
Let's see if we can find any more recruits. General store. Okay, buy equipment for remaining. No, I think I got that. Don't need food. Leave, okay?
They place themselves in these dire positions, and then expect a hero to come rescue them when things become too much.
While patrolling the outskirts of the West Wind, you hear a clash of steel and unmistakable groan of corrupted. Your investigation leads you to this distressed nobleman perched on the roof of his carriage. Thank the gods, I was heading to tea with Duke Gilbert when we were ambushed. The footmen left me here to fight them off, but the brawl has now dispersed into the forest. The noble peers fearfully at the tree line. If you stay here and protect me, I can pay. Go after the soldiers. Rush the force and quickly encounter a squad of Empire soldiers battling the corrupted. I feel I'm going to need every single soldier I can get to for the final. Prepare for violence in every major direction. We lost the soldiers.
I hope this works.
Though the corrupt and vanquished, no emperor and soldiers remain. Turn to road to find only the wreckage of the carriage.
They got themselves into this mess. I don't see why you should get them out. Another chance to redeem yourself. Let's see how you handle it this time.
Gather a large group of soldiers from the town. Here's hoping you won't need any more. Oh. Give a Ralgin speech. Removed. Well, poop. Final flashes of humanity are erased and terror awakes. Use Bash to break the terror's corrupted armor and defeat it with the finisher before it regenerates.
With all these soldiers, you don't think we could have left you
Dead. And I believe the soldiers are back. Ta-da!
A mighty creature of chaos felled by your power. Does it satisfy you, this bloodshed? Knowing those you destroy were once simple peasants going about their day.
Once the corrupted behemoth falls, the rest of the minions flee, their spirits broken. The soldier up and cheers, praising your valor. You can rest till morning, ready to greet the reinforcements with the town already saved.
The magician returns to the deck, but now we only begin our stories of fate, folly, and magic. Do not think I'm satisfied with this, but at least we have a place to begin. Now you have learned the simplest of ways to build your deck. Each challenge will provide its own unique trials. Here are some more tools to keep you in good stead.
I still like the actor they got for him. Good rating, good acting. Ruby Ring, Valiant August, and Winter's Bane. Okay. Man-Eating Tree, Gnomish Exchange, Lost Boy, Pauper Plague, and West Wind Tavern.
As you play, you will find more options open to you. Should you find yourself blocked or overly challenged, take the time to explore the board. Unlocking cards will give you options you have not yet considered.
High Priestess. Collect blessings in order to enter the ritual house at the summit of Mount Flitus. Negotiate a treaty with the Northerners here. Blessings increase your success. So, by restoring life at camp. Encounters. As far as I know, none of these give blessings. Let's try that. Everything loose. Okay. Soldier Sword, and let's go with Cardinal Blade. Continue. Start. Like games where failure is part of the fun.
You find yourself once again in the company of prayer and religion. How unfortunate. Now it begins. Negotiations on behalf of the Empire. We will see how that story ends.
Eclipse somehow roped you into traveling deep into the far north on a diplomatic mission. While I usually refrain from working for the Empire, since this one takes me further away from it, I made an exception. I'll square my debt with General Bradstorm and help open many doors for you. What do you say? Ask how you can help. You know, I have great many skills, but swordsmanship is unlikely to hold up against the Northern Raiders. I know no one else who can put up more to the task. There are many clans dotted around, but the supposed leader of them all is the High Priestess who lives up there. Let's come about this mission. I'm not to come back until I talk to the High Priestess and offer them the terms of a treaty. In the quest. Excellent. Bring me your sword and we can do the talking. I brought plenty of supplies so we can set up camp when we get hungry. Oh yes. Eclipse shares tidbits to commence journey. High Priestess is quite powerful, partial to blessings. If you can prove yourself worthy, we'll have a better chance of swaying her in her favor. Collect at least 6 blessings to meet for the High Priestess. Okay, give me your scent.
A lesson in caution awaits us all. Nature, truly wild nature, will not tolerate fury in its domain.
Up the mountains, you see
unless
men.
it is its own.
approaching through the heavy snow, he bellows to Thor, "Dare trespass on the sacred ground of our priestess." Titan Raiders spring down the mountain with dexterity of mountain goats. Ba ba, black sheep. I guess I'll just start talking. I don't think anyone's in the chat. Got a email late last night. I am going to be part of the beta for Magic the Gathering Arena on this weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to get it up and running and stream that. Their theme is to break the servers for science. From the frozen darkness of the far north they come. Northerners can perform combo attacks. Use your post with single-handed weapons to deal extra damage immediately after you defend.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Thalaclips and assistant.
Ouch. Ooh, finisher. Oh, come on. Sometimes there's a delay. Might be just my machine lagging up. Stream while we wait. That far back. Showings out, echoing the peaks, mountains slowly almost a wall of white rushes me away, sweeping away everything in its path. When you target the left, no bad things happen. Nine. Reroll those two. Oh yay. Continue. Seek shelter against a bluff, pressing close against the rock face as the avalanche roars overhead. If the trembling stops, you are miraculously unscathed. Your assailant's weapon juts from the snow. As you near it, you realize it's still clenched in hand, his body buried to the wrist by the avalanche. The weapon, take him out. Take him out. You brave the cold and free the raider from his ice grave. He takes a moment to catch his breath before he says, "You saved me. Though we are enemies by blood, take my blessing and lead me to my thoughts." Divine Intervention. After all your rolls in the dice gambit, re-roll your lowest dice. Permanent blessing. A number of blessings can be equipped at once.
The mountain itself pushes you back. Be careful where
Blizzard.
one takes refuge.
Ouch.
Even in the worst of storms.
Ouch. North, north. Snow whips against you, short grass and scarce for you. Struggle to find cover. Oh! Find footsteps, you can barely make so minutes figures and invade your shelter. That sort. Oh, Peachy.
Don't let them hit me. I'm too handsome for violence.
Oh, Monocalypse. Stop looking like I'm a madman.
Campfires will always offer warmth and
When
heat.
PC says
but
I
they
make
also
pretty much
change
you
with
know
each
what?
challenge.
Waiting for approval, he slips down beside you and swarms fire. In my youth, I once faced a northern warrior. She almost cut my head off when I serrated her. Malcolm's about this marvel known young love, eh? That don't have enough. Got plenty of food. 5 life. Let's do this twice. Break camp. Okay.
I am torn between my loathing for gnomes and my despair that the world is becoming less strange and arcane as the Empire spreads.
Trespass on gnomish grounds, human voice calls, and detonate small creatures sleep on the trees around you. The penalty for transgression is death. Make peace with your gods. Okay. Fiercely territorial, trespassing numerous lands and face the consequences. Pesky, persistent, and impossible to hit, gnomes cause snare, evade to avoid, or simply struggle to break free. Gnomes can only be deterred with a finisher. Oh. Oh. These poor suckers. I feel bad. Battered gnomes pick themselves up from the battlefield and approach you cautiously. Alright, the penalty for this drink action is no longer left. We'd like the parlay. We seek arms to defend ourselves. A gnome declares loudly. Hand over some of your equipment. We'll release you. We'll even pay you something. I'll give you some food for a helmet. Secrets of the land for a ring. Explain. You have nothing of worth. Gnomes crowd in to inspect you, but can only confirm your claim. They mutter among themselves as they fade back to the forest. Okay, I need equipment for that one. Okay.
In the cold, men become desperate. Women hold these mountains together, even through the worst.
Snow would surround you like shards of glass, obscure your find cover. Not the huge failure. Ooh, success. Seek shelter in cave, these hours pass. Okay, I will camp. Don't like to waste a lot of food. I keep my HP at least above 90. Equipment. Do not have enough. Break camp. Okay. No more.
Ever since I've returned to this world, I've been disappointed. The filth, the shame, the horrors dwell in the minds of men, not in the monsters in the darkness.
West Wend's only tavern, the Rusty Razor, is a safe harbor for among those many dangers of the outer reaches of the Empire. Its barkeep sits outside of the establishment, look of resigned defeat. Upon your arrival, he drove straight up and with a smile almost breaks across his face. At least someone from the guild is here. These Empire soldiers have almost ruined me. Before you can disagree with the owner, swings open the saloon doors and pushes you inside. Inside, you discover a handful of Empire soldiers enjoying ale rather than their duty. A freshly invigorated barkeep pops to the table and shouts above the noise. You lazy, drunken deserters are done. The Stewards Guild has sent an enforcer here, and all you're going to have to get back to your post. This town needs defending. One of the soldiers raises with a slight sway. We've got 3 days until our shift ends, and we return to civilization. So we're not doing any fighting unless they threaten our supply of ale. Right, lads? A reckless cheer erupts and beer tankards smash together while sound. So why don't you make your shiny lion badge and shove? Oh, because my thing is the lion. Who keeps on you? What are you going to do? Threaten. He suggests with malice the soldier should report to duty or the report to the healer. Yes! Yes! One soldier spits at your feet, turns and leaves. The rest follows slowly behind him.
Nicely done. Will you push on, despite nature itself attempting to thwart you?
Okay, blessed brew, you ascend. You happen upon a cottage with pungent smoke wafting out of the chimney. A frail old woman sweeping snow off the path beckons you to come in. We come in search of the great high priestess to deliver an important message, says Malcalypse. You'd better go bearing blessings if you want to get in the high priestess' good side. I'm fixing a batch right now. You'd like a taste. If I've got it right this time, you can take it to her, she says during calls. Malcalypse politely reclines. I've been watching what I eat, but my companion here has an insatiable appetite, he says, nudging you forward. Oh, Malcalypse. Sickly. Anyone but that one! Seriously. Oh.
Here's a token for you, if you can earn it.
Give 10 gold. Yay, I'm broke. Let's purple flower. Okay. 14, okay. Reroll. Yes! She began to choke. Malcalypse's force part shows some sign of concern. Your eyes bulge with water and suddenly something begins slapping you hard on the back. You cough and a hard lump falls from your mouth. It's a solid gold statue of Mark. Malcalypse cheers while you catch your breath. Mark nods, happy with the results. He beckons Malcalypse closer. Of those of us left, you should seek Ira of the Vale. She may know something of the cure. Last I heard, she's hiding out in the underneath.
Let us discover what the next chapter in our dear bard's tale will be.
Oh no, not her. Markin straightens his neck skull nervously. We see Cobbleman giggles mournfully. Yes, her. She'll likely eat your bones before she lets you speak. Now, if you excuse me, I have a business to run. With that, Malcalypse's associate turns away and hurls a bouquet at a shock passed by flowers. Fresh flowers, buy them or I'll eat your eyes.
The least of notice, the very lands beneath your feet can slide away. Life is filled with surprises.
On the frozen plains, prey are few and far between. The keen eyes of a trapper sees all. Trappers throw hunting traps and snare their targets. Use evade to avoid traps or simply change direction rapidly to break free.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips and assistant.
Yay!
A remnant of the Templars and their religious righteousness.
Going peaks, white wall. Okay, that's good. Continue. Dig out. I need more blessings. Blessing. Heroic sacrifice. Hard to combat with 2 or more monster cards. Optionally discard a basic monster card, but lose your companion for 3 turns.
The mountain is unforgiving. You would not be the first to die upon its peak.
Yay, success. 90.
Not every temple has crumbled into the dust. More's the pity.
Let's make a donation. Good.
Strange things still exist. Do you not see the beauty in this plant? True wonders still remain. Treat it gently.
It's got a fish looking plant. It's good now. It's more than capable of shredding into pieces. It should have some unusual fruit. Keep your equipment. I have one equipment, and I'm not sure how much more. Send. I can get.
Old witches. I have a fondness for them, but I would not trust them.
The mountain, since you all the way back in June. Received word from my sister's hawk. I've been expecting you. Not as scout as her, but take the blessing by the whip of my best. It's good enough to take the high priestess. Remember how great it worked last time? Oh, for daft eye. Reduce wheel gambit. Okay. Continue to the blizzard.
A grand opportunity for you to take whatever pleases you and go about your day.
Find cover. Oh my gosh. Oh. I think you might be more useful with me. With rage and determined to destroy, weapons are imbued with ice that slows their enemies' movements and attacks. Great.
By sea and sun, fate and fame!
There we go again.
These are the choices that make the hero or the villain.
goals. We should be set if we find another one of those blessed. And yay, more pain. Let's see if I can fight someone today. Okay, no, we're good.
Now the confrontation. Are you ready to face the priestess of her people and drive the deal the Empire has requested? Or will you turn and flee?
He's just a small child, you overhear a deeper voice growls. We have to take him to the dungeons or else he'll run straight to where the northern clan he spawned from and show him where our outpost is. It's a shifty-looking kid. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, Mrs. Maclips. Offered to take the boy to the dungeon. Agreed. Oh, I hear it with honor. Everybody, the outpost is this way. Let the boy go. Okay, 13. Girls with his dried plant hung around his neck nervously. Okay, I'll tell you. There was an Empire ambush on our village. I ran with my mother and we got separated. He wipes clean tears from his face. I'm not afraid. I'm a clan Catsfoot, and we are great pathfinders, so I'll find my way home. Touch your nose of the area. If there's any, can all help. I wish him luck. Okay, that's weird. Enter. I only have 4 of 6. Great hall. Etched arched doors swing open with heavy creak. Giantess in a velvet robe enters accompanied by raiders. Maclips bows low to the ground. My companion and I have been sent forth to discuss truce between the Empire and Northerners, my lady. Please send me a silver-tongued devil and his mercenary singers. But for your sake, you have a decent offering. Oh, only 4? What a pitiful effort.
You still have a chance to defeat this mission, even if imperfectly.
Johnson claps the sound of ringing gold sound. Ah, the small thing survived. Impressive. But you'll not wish to speak me a treaty you must prove against my champion. Champion. Fierce, loyal, and relentless. Champion of High Priestess. Perseverance and reverence are improved.
Why do we always end up in raging below?
Oh, yes. Go. Though you have failed to bring me an offering, I am impressed with how well you yield your sword. Now, hear my terms. Our priestess draws herself out, a towering figure draped in fur and wrath. The North will never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. These are my terms, small one. Let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Bradstorm. Best in High Priestess Champion, Humble Hammer, Screed extinguisher. Winter solstice. Burning building. Temple prayers. Truck for I need temple prayers and food. By sending out for this, your supplies have been added to. Soldier's sword, Winter's axe. Clearing out the rusty razor. Friendly innkeeper. Convincing Mark to help. Get the underneath. New challenge available in the challenge map. The map maker. Let's take a look at the adventure. We go with the map maker. Outlands and outsiders. There are places where boundaries between life and death grow thin. None but the foolish or desperate would attempt to approach these gateways, but if you would change what has gone before, venture forth and steps the thousands of mortals and gods who have failed before you. Ghost tool. Ghosts and dead gods are not known for their charity. Use gold to ease your journey. A deadly quest. If you survive the mournful waste, ensure that you have enough food and means to reveal a safe pass. Creatures in line of blood of gods. Goblins persist. Okay, I need gold and reveal food. Come on. Oh, here we go. Solstice. The road. Cars from the reveal map. Okay. Corrupted King Gold. It's general worth it. Let's go with that. And let's try a friendly innkeeper. Sure, I need in there. And market thief. What do I need to get the token for that? But it's one of the partial tokens, so I'm not sure what that is. Okay, let's go with that, and that. Oh, I don't have enough equipment. Supplies. Food. 2, 3, okay. Continue. Equipment. Back. Start.
Every story you tell is ultimately a story of power. This one is a story of broken power. Long dead gods and the rotten towers that lap at their fallen bodies.
Oh, smokes. Once great civilization dwelled here, a utopia. Now it is empty and devastated place only known as the mournful waste. Torn apart by God's mortals, he's searching for the lost gateway. A gateway that leads to death itself. Gateway can be undo your guilt and make amends for your mistake. You stolen long ago, but you have not forgotten. With the Emperor dead and the Empire I think I'm supposed to complete this after I finish the game. You have no choice but to select a new leader. Ever willing, your companion took the mantle of mantle of Empress. She would have made a great ruler if you had but managed to stop her killer. You enter the lonely inn that the guards the bridge into the Badlands. Somber knowledge that none have succeeded in their first journey into the waste, yet few survived to make a second. Down to the others. Beware, the demon sucks land, handsome and terrible. As a pirate, his lust for gold has drove him from the sea to the desert. One by one, his loyal crew died. Now only he remains, kept alive by the terrible fire inside. And beware, another elder glances a cake in her hand. A god lies imprisoned beneath the stone. They say that even now, her struggles wreck the earth and fill the world with flames. Begin your adventure. Elder stops you and presses a smooth pebble in the palm of your hand. Crude map etched upon it. He looks at you with faraway eyes. The holy man is in the front of all riddles. Buy riddles from the statue of a priest encounter. Review collected riddles at a campfire. Although the map may change, the riddles will always remain true. Okay, continue. What? Words drip out of the old man like a terrible secret. With that he sighs and grips your hands. Heavy gold bracelets line his arm. I once sought the portal like you. It cost me everything. As you gently brush him off and step aside out of the inn, thus in heaven shake their head at your folly. Tori, what? Let's go with axe. No. Let's go with soldier's sword.
The god is nothing but a source of endless power. And now this one lies trapped beneath the earth, railing in fury but achieving nothing.
Ground cracks. Blasted magma boils from the great fissures, and the air shimmers with dreadful shrill heat. Rumbling comes from deep within the earth like slumbering huge waking from slumber. Voice below you trembles with rage. You think I cannot crush you to dust from my prison? Heresy, fools. Snake, advance, and let your blood bless my grave. I think it's this one? No! No. Forward and rage shaking moon for the great fissure opens up beneath you. Ouch. Ouch! It's the earth. Hellfire, continue. Manage to come save you. Defeat Hellfire encounters to reveal the counter underneath. The ground here is cracked and blasted. Magma oils from fissures near Shimstone. When it comes from deep beneath the earth like something. I once commanded the sea of warriors, now the brains gather dust around me. Yeah, I believe I'm way not prepared for this. Brimstone energies, like the one flaming there, are a lot harder than their counterparts.
I'll have you know my friend here is killed far better than you. By sea and sword, fate and fame.
Short one. I do have a save. That is. I finished most of it, but I thought I'd start a new one to figure out all the stuff they've added.
When you sail beyond sight of land, you belong to the sea. Even though you return, that truth never leaves you. This I know.
Chill creeps down your spine. Someone or something is following you. Face to see a ghost. Green specter stands for you, a young man with his hair looped up in a messy knot. I am the pirate captain Halle. A voice rasps from disuse and decay. You can see me, can't you? Ask what the pirate is doing away from the sea. The promise of the gate led me here. We searched among the bodies of the dead, picked through the bones of abandoned gods. It should have been a warning. Even I wanted to get them back, I could not. The statue will not respond to me. I am cursed, unable to do anything but wander. The gateways. If I did, I wouldn't be talking to you. He runs his fingers through his hair. Besides, I can't go through the portal anyway. I'm a ghost. The land forgets the dead, even here. The ghost vanishes and suddenly we appear behind you. Or perhaps I can show you some of the land for the coin, of course. Wrath, 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 sorrow. Oh. Should not have bought that. Goblins. They pour from their undercities a tide of mischief and terror. Tricky and unpredictable fighters, goblins are vulnerable to riposte. Attack them before they finish drinking or deal with the consequences.
I hope this works.
Okay, yep, they are right. Don't let them finish drinking. Turn back.
Your supplies are running low. Make your choices carefully.
Okay, good.
This entire land is a trap for mortals, and at times even for the gods. We come searching for power, and they never leave.
Beware the intersect of tree and tower. That's walk Bloody Hill 3 times in order to reach the gateway. Okay. Holy Man is the front of all roads, okay. With the intersect of tree and tower. Okay, and walk the Bloody Hill 3 times. Gateway for camp. Threes. Arm wrestling. Sweet.
A win here sets the tone for your challenge.
Okay, that's the Lost Boy.
Memory is truth, it is
Goat.
said.
At
Yet
the
our
goat.
memories shift and fade
Oh.
and vanish in time. What are we then? Composed of faded truths and bright lies. What then is left?
Suddenly you respect the sign like and kicks you square in the chest with his front boots. You roll back stunned, you feel a great weight lift from your soul. Plus, acquire 75 gold and a single map to gain 20 max life, then discard. Trust me, any memory lessons can be equipped at one time. Trust guns, discard when certain conditions are met. Okay. Yay. Okay, equipment. Yes. Okay. Beware the step east of the bridge. Find treasure beneath the Twin Oaks. Already did that. South of the chest, fire and brimstone await. I think.
What left these lands so desolate? How many times have mortals attempted a crossing here? These are mysteries lost to the sands of time.
Okay. Do not go there. Nope. Leave. Nope. Did I already have this one on the last map? Oh, it's everything repeating itself. Oh.
Dice are a constant reminder of death. The singular is die, as I'm sure you know, and they are often called bones for the material from which they were crafted. Here, however, they may also bring a touch of life.
Sweet. Got him. I'll let you keep. If you let me keep these items, let me go, of course. I'll tell you a secret. Accept the offer. Don't worry about your stuff. Think of it as an investment. My name is Merrick. Perhaps I could teach you a thing or two. If you prove yourself well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meet me at noon in 2 days' time at the Market Plaza. We can talk more then. Hunting for this different ground. Shall work with you, gun runners use heavy attacks from range. Normally shield or evade for your life.
By sea and sun, fate and fame!
Good.
A simple part of every story, especially a tale spent in the company of allies and boon companions. I'm really not enjoying this one.
I hope this works!
In case you're wondering whether I take it personally, these purges of the corrupt, indeed I do. How could I not?
This might be the end. see. Find the goat between the twin towers. Okay. Goats. That's 14. All steps west of the goat lies only wrath. Okay. Leave. Camp, let's... riddles. We're gonna use riddles. Do not go between the hill 3 times. Beware the step east bridge. Find treasure between the twin oaks. South of the chest, fire and brimstone awaits. Okay. The stand.
Combat solves so little. It has ended this, however.
Offer, I get to pickpocket. Okay. Earned fame in order to wield a legendary weapon, Grethus Ire. Villagers in the northern outskirts are under assault from northern raiders. Defeat a mighty shaman who is leading their raids. Cover these parts. Okay. I believe that will be it for now. Thank you for joining me, and remember, who's awesome? You're awesome.